Oh yeah, she's broken. What's up guys, I'm Pencil here, and here to do a breakdown / live reaction and review to chapter 187 of Sakamotodays, which is known as Take a Chance. And from this first page, it looks like we're already back with Shin, Heisuke, and Tenkyu. I don't know how I completely forgot his name last review, but Tenkyu. And I'm a little bit excited. Someone perfectly laid out in last week's comment section that there actually is a pretty high probability that somehow we're still going to get to floor 3, because ultimately Atari and her crew will not, in fact, run into Shin and Heisuke and now Tenkyu, and they're just gonna walk past, or even worse, I think they said they're just gonna walk past each other. They're just gonna, like, literally walk past each other, since they don't know what each other looks like, assume that what they're seeing isn't who they think they're seeing, and then Shin is gonna end up going down to the first floor, and somehow they're gonna get to the first floor. Or the third floor, and then they're gonna head up on the first floor, but regardless, that is hilarious. Maybe it'll happen, but let's not waste any more time and let's hop right into it. Ending me. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. What's up, guys? That guy with a pencil here. Fun fact, I do mean to have it on me and keep it on me at all times. And another fun fact, the name's Tenkyu. I think we're gonna get along just fine, and I'm excited. Obviously, this is the unrevealed the unrevealed final orphanage kid. I think we saw the other one, but this guy had a box on his head for one reason or another. I don't know. But once again, I'm happy to have another Alkamar member. Stop it. I find myself saying once again so often. But furthermore, we've lost presumably 2 whole people. We lost Hanuma for sure. I would be happy if he comes back alive somehow. But talking about, he literally bisected Broski. And it was a bad bisection. Gaku's a bit more vague, because Takamura just gave him heart shots. And you may be like, Pencil Man, obviously he's gone. He got pierced through the heart. Do you see what Gaku has survived? Are we reading the same? I wouldn't be shocked if Gaku, man, considering he's such a fan favorite, if he really did get Jogoed. If he truly got Jogoed, fighting only some of the strongest in the verse and catching L's every single time, I'll just feel bad for bro. I hope he didn't get Jogoed, but he may have gotten Jogoed. So we're already down 2 members, and all we have left is what? Uzuki Kanaguri, who doesn't even really fight for Agumar or anything like that. He's literally just there for Akira. And Kumanomi, and sure, she's cool and all, but that's pretty limiting. So it's nice to actually be properly introduced to Tenkyu, and of course we still have the other guy. I forget his name already, but we were introduced to him as well, and we have not seen him yet. So overall, we're still in a pretty decent spot for the longevity. Once again, the main questions are, how strong is Sakamoto going to get? How strong is the order going to be? And how strong are the remaining unknown members? And will anyone, and I mean anyone, possibly Sakamoto, possibly others, be able to catch up to Uzuki Takamura? As presumably he is the final antagonist in some way, shape, or form. Whether or not that's Uzuki, who's tamed Takamura's personality inside of him and can actually use it like a weapon, and or Sakamoto just taking over Uzuki and being like, I need your souls. But regardless, let's not waste any more time and let's actually hop right into chapter 187. Take a chance. I think we're gonna get along just fine. Tenkyu. Where have I heard that name before? Oh no, Shin, if only you had perfect photographic memory like my glorious... Where is Amane? He went back to school. I was about to be like, wait, where is he? But no, Amane's back to school with his grandfather. I wonder if they're gonna... I mean, Yotsumoto is still technically a part of the plot, right? And once again, since Nagumo explained nothing to Kendaka, where is Yotsumura? Because we haven't seen bro in forever and a day. And last we saw him, in fact, it was after the fight with Shishiba forever ago, and he was standing over Kendaka's unconscious body. So where did bro go? How did bro go? Are those 2 gonna reunite? Hopefully. They're 2 goated characters, so I hope they do. But still, let's see. You didn't have to slaughter them, yo. I mean, yes and no. I mean, they're prisoners on one of the more lethal levels of the JAA prison. Heisuke, they weren't gonna they weren't gonna reprimand you, bro. They were also trying to take your life. And like, admittedly, I get it. It's just it's the Sakamoto Days way, right? Or not the Sakamoto Days way. It's the Sakamoto shop way. You don't take lives, but specifically under the context of this stranger man, yeah, almost anyone else in your universe would be like, hey, they tried me, so I just tried them back. Let's see. Well, it was kill or be killed, right? Yeah, literally just like that. It was, in that moment, it was slaughter or be slaughtered. Now, of course, clearly, Tenkyu has genuinely no issue. Like, presumably, if he's able to casually no-sell a full-grown swing from that full-grown man with the string of his bow, he was never in any real danger, like, at all. But still, especially considering what we know about him as readers and we remember about him, yeah, clearly he's just like, in this particular case, I'm not gonna blame Tenkyu. He kind of right. But let's see. Yeah, but you know, still a little devious, ain't it? Here. What? Technically, this is what Heisuke needed. He did need his Magooter. I mean, he's a sniper. Like, so technically, he needs a more long range. But maybe, I guess technically, because Sakamoto uses them, and occasionally Shin, I think I've seen Shin use it. But the main thing I remember Shin using is like in promo art at the start of the series. I don't remember actually the last time Shin used a Magooter in active combat. But like, maybe that is Heisuke's evolution, where Shin is sort of doubling down on his whole, using his abilities thing. Maybe Heisuke literally just does need to evolve to all types of marksmanship. He's very specifically a sniper, but maybe he could become an all-rounder. He could use anything, essentially. That'd be neat. I mean, it'd kind of be infringing on Sakamoto's style a little bit, but then again, Sakamoto just doesn't use Spagooters. I wouldn't infringe on Sakamoto at all. The only time I think I can remember the time I don't piece, at least recently, Sakamoto uses Spagooter, was when he tried to fight Takamura with one, and then Takamura sharpened his blade with it, which probably traumatized Sakamoto out of ever using them again. So maybe this is Heisuke's next path. I love how blasé he is about it too. And that's after, did he rummage around in the body? Where did he pull that? Well, then again, his arrow shots did like huge damage. So maybe that's why it's just everywhere. Let's see. Huh? You're robbing a corpse? Hey, perfect. Shorts. I mean, that is convenient. I was like, huh? But you guys run armed, right? I figured you'd want a weapon. What's wrong? I mean, and I guess it makes sense. Shin isn't, both of these characters are adult. I think Heisuke's even older than Shin off the top of the piece. I'm not gonna look that up, but I think he is either the same age or older than Shin. But yeah, these two never were really deeply in the field. They're both like, Shin was raised in a lab, from what I remember, or at least he got his ESP powers in a lab. I forget if he never went to school. He never went to school. That's why him going to the JA school was a crazy thing for him. And then Heisuke, he went to school. Like, he never necessarily had the in the field experience that likely all the Alkmaar kids had. So technically, I get why they're so shocked, but at the same time, this is just how your job would be. Like, in the real world, it is very FPSF-esque, where it's like, yeah, loot the bodies. But I mean, it'd be like that. Let's see. What's wrong? How cool! So, Shin, Heisuke, you're here to sharpen your skills, huh? I love it. I gotta have goals, right? I mean, in a roundabout way, yeah. I mean, it is a strange way to do it, admittedly, but it is their oh, sweet mother of Jesus! Jesus, die! Oh, Lord, die! Oh, please, perish! Sweet mother! Oh, where did you even come from? What the? Oh. I'm leaving that in. I'm sorry. I would have like leaped out the seat, but now typically my immediate insight or reaction whenever I see an insect of any kind is just immediate violence. So my bad. But what was I even talking about? Maybe I cut that out. Maybe I will. I'll leave that to editing me. But what was I even talking about? Oh yeah. it's their level of doing what Sakamoto is doing, right? Because ultimately, I highly doubt there are really any order tier people down here in the prison. There are probably people who are like Shackles level, presumably, at the most. Maybe a bit higher. But then again, Shackles level is like one level below the order. So there is that. But this is their safer version of that. Sakamoto's doing the hardcore version, meanwhile they're on like medium difficulty. Lou is running on easy difficulty, because she's not doing anything. But let's see. Shin, now what? He's following us. He also did save your lives. Let's see. Where's his other leg? Oh, there, right there. Go easy. Dude's not right in the head. Don't rile him up. Who knows what he might do? That name, Tenkyu. Why does it sound so familiar? You know what? Shin's better than me, because I wouldn't have remembered. I didn't remember. Admittedly, it's been a lot less time in universe, luckily, for them, since they had that conversation with the Mane. Actually, no, even before that, because I believe it was the grandfather who had sharpened the pencil and then resketched the entire magazine, or not magazine, the entire newspaper they had read that day when Alkmaar burned down, where they got that name from. But I straight up would have forgotten. Shin better than me. I would have heard the name again and be like, oh, neat. But then again, I'm horrible with names. If you couldn't tell, whenever I review manga, if you couldn't tell, I'm horrible with names. Oh, whoops. Before we get too friendly, I forgot to ask you guys something. Uh-oh. Ask us. You ever heard of an assassin called Sakamoto? He's like, as if you did. Well, I need some more arrows. And fun fact, I make my arrows out of bones. The bones of human beings. They're extra sturdy. Carve them myself. I like to take them when they're alive. Keeps the bone marrow pumping. So if you happen to be affiliated with that fella, let's just say, I'm gonna make bone soup out of you. Bone bows. Because I love bones. Let me stop. But okay, interesting. I'm on a mission to kill him and his pals. I'm trying to track him down. Know anything? So wait, what are you doing here? Hold on! I thought, wait, well maybe once again, he's saying before we get too comfortable. So maybe he's on a separate mission. But I thought you were here for Atani. I thought somehow you got insider information on the JAA that you knew their oracle, essentially, was here in the prison. What are you doing here if you're hunting down Taro Sakamoto and his pals? As far as you know, they shouldn't be in the prison. What are you doing? Thank you. How did you end now? Wait. I mean, I'll see. I won't go too great. But that raises so many more questions than it answers. I mean, it's a good tension point, though. I wonder how they're going to respond. Obviously, Tenkyu likely can't read minds or hearts or anything like that, but let's see how they answer. I'm trying to track them down. Know anything? Ah! Now I remember. Tenkyu is... Oh, never mind. It looks like oh, wow. So he may have just been there by accident. I found out where Tenkyu is. Okay. Where? Apparently he's in the JA jail. I don't know what he's after. That guy's always been weird. Are you still mad at him? Tenkyu is fundamentally different from the rest of us. Interesting. What makes you say that? We all survived Alkmaar together. We're friends, aren't we? One of the purposes of Alkmaar was to create killing machines with no emotions. We were failing. Oh, so Tenkyu's built like that. He just doesn't care. Okay, let's see. We were failures. He was a success. But then why does he left? So I guess he's not. Huh? So is he doing it for his own pleasure? I guess. Because I thought he was in that. Okay, so that does raise even more questions. So he's here entirely autonomously. Obviously, they do seem to have some sort of insider information because how they find him, like if he was in JA jail. But interesting. He's been moving solo for a while now. That's unique, and he is a killing machine with no emotions. Though he's ironically enough, he does seem relatively emotional, but it could all be an act. Those are some rather empty eyes. Let's see. Keeping him with us would have been too risky. So they straight up banished him. All right. So he's just off to kill Sakamoto and crew because he might as well. Essentially, he's not even on orders really. He's just vibing out. That may be even more dangerous. Golly, let's see. Taro Sakamoto, of course. We've never heard of him. Used to be a legendary assassin, right? Okay, you can't do both. You can't do both. You can say you've never met him. You can say you've never met the guy personally, but like, it's kind of like that's spoiler. But there's a moment in the JJK manga where a character is getting interrogated or at least tested by another character, and then like the character mentions a fun fact about Satoru Gojo, who, for context, if you don't know JJK, is the most powerful and popular character in the universe at the time relative to what is happening in that universe. So like, when the character fakes on not knowing him at all, or not even knowing of him, he literally asks, who's Satoru Gojo? The guy who's in the room with him is like, okay, that's literally impossible. Like, there's no human being on the planet in their line of work who doesn't know who Satoru Gojo is. That's the same thing here. Like, there would be no assassin on the planet who does not know who Taro Sakamoto is. Especially considering Sakamoto hasn't actually been gone for that long. Like, for some reason in my head, I had it like way far out. I think it's been like 15, 20 years. No, I think Sakamoto, what, 8 years ago? He was in the business? Like, his daughter is not that old. He was there less than a decade ago. So his legacy is likely still undeniable. So it's a little crazy to try and fake it out. He used to be a legendary assassin, right? Why are you after him? Well, I hear he's been getting in my friend's way. Me and that friend had a falling out. So I was thinking, if I kill Taro Sakamoto, maybe we'll be good. But why here? Why'd you come here then? So that's interesting though. But that's the thing. If we're supposed to take Uzuki's words at face value here, is any of this true? Well, obviously, I've assumed the information about the fall is true, considering he's not there. But in terms of like him actually wanting to do this in order to resolve the fallout, is that true, or is Tenkyu just trying to get another shot at Uzuki by still slaughtering Taro Sakamoto? I don't know. It's interesting, especially considering he's supposed to be the success, but clearly he has emotions. He cares about what Uzuki thinks about him, possibly. I don't know. We'll see. Word has it one of Sakamoto's pals is ESP. Another one's a sniper. Sadly, I'm not that smart, and I suck at gathering information, so I thought I'd ask that fortune. Oh, okay. Okay, so he is here for that. Did he mention the fortune? I think he may have mentioned the fortune teller previously. That's the thing. My memory, it's weekly. I'm shocked that my memory's that bad with weekly manga. But yeah, I think he mentioned like 2 weeks ago he was here for the fortune teller. And then yeah, because Heisuke said we're here for that too. They stitched on each other. He stitched on himself so badly. So yeah, it does make sense that he's here for the fortune teller. Interesting. Gotcha. Gee, that sounds tough. That was a close one. Wasn't expecting to run into one of X's friends down here. Their accuracy is 100%. We can't show up with Tenkyu. Yeah, not worth it. Should we jump him? He's got his guard down. Now's our chance. You would die. You would die. Shin, don't do it. Thank the Lord something interfered. Because you would have been cooked. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, a snack on the side, and maybe dessert. Because golly, bros, you would have been cooked. Did you not see this man body bag other individuals? Single-handedly? With a bow and arrow? Like, dog. No. And thank you. Someone clarified. Yeah, apparently, I never knew that bow and arrows can actually have genuinely more piercing power than even splaggooters. I learn something every day. I was amazed. Let's see. Bzz. Huh? What? Oh, what is this? Leap? Okay, but did Heisuke leap it? Interesting. So, there's a late... Well, then again, I gotta remember, this is floor B2. So, a lot of this is actually custom built by the prisoners themselves. So, I guess they're running into another prisoner right now. But, okay. Both of them weave. Very clean, very nice, very nice. Oh, interesting. So, they leap, but Heisuke ducks. Or at least looks like he ducked. I don't know what that was, but we can't let it hit us. Yikes! I thought this was a plain old corridor. Here it comes again. Uh-oh. Oh, Heisuke with the weave? Okay. Mr. Sniper, I didn't know you were built like that. He said, let me dive in it. Okay, I see you, Heisuke. Nice, Heisuke. Oh, you idiot. Oh. Shin, how do you... You forgot to tie your shoes, Buckaroo. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you, broski? Let's see. Uh-oh. Bang, bang. What did he do? Yeah, okay. So this is how Heisuke's gonna evolve. He's gonna become an all rounder. All right. That's a good thing. Honestly, it's good to have an all round mark. The only thing is though, it's kind of like the same question on Heisuke in general. Sakamoto and his crew don't slaughter people; they just beat them up. So like, Heisuke, are you gonna start using rubber bullets or something? Like how effective can you really be? Your whole life is like lethal damage. Especially if you do become an all-rounder Splagooter specialist. Like, your whole existence is going to be centered around, using Splagooters, which are innately lethal. So unless he starts using rubber bullets or something, I have no idea how characters are meant to really take that. But that is crazy. So is this low-key a feat right here? Kind of. So, well, actually, no, we don't know how fast what's producing the beam is moving. But the fact that Heisuke is able to fire 2 shots perfectly opposite of each other, seemingly reaching at the same time, it's like he fired 2 at this. Like he would need to delay or pull back a shot slightly enough so that they both intercept here at the perfect time. Because this isn't just one continuous laser that's getting knocked off and interrupted by one shot. It's both sides of the laser getting blocked by both bullets as Shin falls. That's a calm, crazy little feat right there. If I do say so myself, that's a calm, crazy little feat. I'll say, you okay, Shin? You keep blowing my mind, dude. Hey, me too. He's just built like that. He's built like, and it's crazy to think. He's like, in a way, he's kind of like Sakamoto. He's just built like that automatically. Like Heisuke's just that dude for one reason or another. Like there's never really we've never been given a concrete explanation for why Heisuke is so good at what he does. It's not like he trained extensively. We know he has Pisuke. Well, actually, maybe we were given an explanation, but I haven't read his arc when he was introduced in forever. That may be that. But like, I swear he's just a guy who has crazy marksmanship. Presumably the best in the verse outside of like Kamihite himself. And even then, they low-key went relative. Though I presume Kamihite was probably holding back. I don't know. But let's see. Huh? Now we're in for it. Okay, now Tenkyu, you're gonna be the one to solve this one, I'm guessing. Because that is a cross-grid pattern. Y'all should be cooked. Let's see. Uh-oh, what's happening? What do you notice? What do you notice, Tenkyu? I see that notice mark. Tenkyu, can you shoot through the little window on either side of those doors? On the other side of those doors. Oh, sure thing. See, like, where are you pulling these arrows from? Are they stored in your butt? Where are they coming from? Because, like, where, how, why, how do you do this? Boom. Oh my. Die. Laser Yamamoto. But, I mean, buddy, on the bright side, you didn't end up like Captain Yamamoto. And 2, like, you did go there. You did go there like, oh, that is kind of crazy. Let's see. They know I was controlling the lasers from here. Shin uses ESP. So let's see. He took a chance. The name of the chapter. Let's see how that reflects on Tenkyu. I thought we were dead. Thanks, Tenkyu. No worries. But hey, Shin, how'd you know where the enemy was? Oh, I saw a shadow through the window. Nah, I would have seen it. And in that battle back there, you did something weird. You're hiding something. But you know what? I like how observant Tenkyu is. He's like, okay, these are oddities. This is the second oddity. And obvious, and you know what? I like that he uses his own experience as a marksman to be like, that's weird. That's genuinely a little bit strange. If anyone could have seen it, I would have seen it. I'm clearly built better than you, Shin. Or at least equivalent. But I didn't see a shadow. And I was looking for them. So like, it's like, how'd you know that, buckaroo? And wait a minute, Heisuke. Them shots, they were clean. Buttery clean. Extremely clean. Horrifically clean. Heisuke. What if I put a sniper in her hand? Like, I know, thank you, he may not be the brightest, but he's clicking. Let's see how they get out of this. They're gonna have to get out of this somehow. You're hiding something. I'm on a mission to kill Taro Sakamoto and his pals. One of them has ESP. This is bad, Shin. Uh-oh. What do I say now? Oh, yeah, well, actually, I get they would have died. I really get they would have died. But like, shit, what? Actually, the fortune teller you're looking for is me. Like, with his one good eye, he's like, I've had those moments before too, where it's like somebody says something so undeniably outlandish, they just got him with the. And not like the side eye doesn't do it enough. Like, obviously everyone's had those moments where you're like, but no, this is the moment where like you go from yeah, appropriate reaction. Ugh, why'd I say that? My fortune telling powers told me where the enemy was hiding. I'm on the land because I had it with the JAA. Gotta go with it now. I didn't tell you because we hardly know each other. Shin, you're the fortune teller? Yeah, I don't buy it. Far out! Wish you had told me that from the get-go. I'm so embarrassed now. Wait, so this is my lucky day. Okay, I can see always not that. But then again, what's gonna happen when they actually run into a tardy? Like, the real fortune. Like, how, like, genuinely question. But then again, as I mentioned last chapter, maybe, Atari may be a horrible matchup for Shin. Or no, Atari may be a horrible matchup for Tenkyu, because he relies on precise attacks. He's still a marksman, even if his abilities are that powerful, and he's that strong with his bows and arrows. But, like, maybe she's a bad matchup? I have no idea how they're going to survive. And now, how is he going to justify escaping or not going further into the prison in order to actually find the real fortune teller? I don't know. Let's see. It worked. So far, so good. Hey, Mr. Fortune Teller. Can I bury the hatchet with my buddy? My powers tell me you can. On one condition. What's the condition? Stop killing people. That is like the worst thing you could say to a guy. Like, shit. Okay, shit. I know you are the sharpest spoon in the kitchen shed. And me also. I'm not also the sharpest spoon in the kitchen shed. But why would you say this to a guy whose whole life is based around slaughtering people? And his friend, who he had a falling out with, you also know spends his whole life slaughtering people. Why would that be the condition for him suddenly being friends with the other guy who slaughters people a whole bunch again? Why would that be the condition? Like, I mean, I guess I get what he means here, right? To control Tenkyu, but that's like it's kind of like how, realistically, if you're trying to convince somebody out of a bad habit, you shouldn't try to make them immediately go cold turkey. And if anything, presenting a whole bunch of counter evidence to their beliefs or anything, or their lifestyle or their habits will actually make things worse, they'll double down. I forget what it's called exactly, but it's like there's some sort of reflex, or ultimately, when you try to forcefully get someone to stop doing something, you're going to start doing it again. It's like how, like, if I tell you, don't think of a pink elephant, you're going to think of a pink elephant. I forget what that's called too, but like, that's the thing. If I tell you not to do something, especially in regards to thought, or doing something, you're going to do it. Thinking is especially easy, but like, that's the thing. And obviously, you can definitely make people mad when you do that too. It's kind of like, have you ever been doing something, and then your boss or your parents or someone is like, do that thing, even though you were just about to do it or in the middle of doing it? Sometimes this happened to me, and I get a little bit nettled. I ain't gonna lie. So that is the craziest decision you can make. Let's see how Tenkyu responds. Oh, that's just the end of the. Oh, all right. This will not go well. This is not gonna. That's a crazy place to end. This is not gonna go well. But a W chapter. Now, I guess it really becomes a question of how much more of the prison are we gonna explore, and how is Tenkyu gonna react to such information, and how is Atali gonna reach them in time? Because now it really is a countdown. Because I don't think anyone in Atali's group, not even herself, and or Shin and or Heisuke is going to be enough for Tenkyu. And I don't think Tenkyu's going to be a one arc wonder. I don't think he's going to show up and immediately die to Atari's ability or something like that, just like the previous guy from last chapter did. I don't think that's going to be the case. So we may end up turning this arc from breaking the prison and get further down into it to a run for your life through this prison arc, because Tenkyu realizes the truth. Because, like, even, let's say he buys this, right? And he promises not to slaughter people anymore, because he just takes Shin at his word, takes Shin at face value. And obviously, he does seem to have some sort of proof, right? Shin, by saying he's the mind reader, gets some sort of complimentary proof in a way, because if he's able to clearly read minds and do strange things to people, he must have some sort of ESP, and he must be able to see some sort of future, or he must be able to tell some sort of fortune, so clearly he's in a decent spot. But the moment they run into a tutty, the real reason they're here, maybe cut. But overall, if you made it all the way to the end of this video, please do me a favor and leave Teller of Fortunes. Leave Teller of Fortunes in the comment section down below. I did thank you so much for watching. Please remember to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any videos that come to the channel. Also do happen to have a Patreon down below, or you support me for as well as $1 a month. You things like exclusive videos, early content, and more. Also now become a member of the channel for as low as $3 a month to get the same perks and more. So those perks will include the live reactions to every series I happen to review, and free variations of all my videos, and become a $25 Patreon or a $25 member. You can order whatever video you want. Also do a link to my Ko-Fi in the description down below. You can drop 5 beans for a short video, 25 beans for a long video, or any beans at all. Any support is always greatly appreciated. Now, thank you so much for watching once again, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is That Guy with the Pencil, writing off. I'd like to give a thank you to our $3 members: Zara, Greyhound, Eternal Flame, NMA, Real Rare, Red Wolf 4765, Astro, Brandon Payne, G Prosper, and Glacier XZ. And I'd like to give a thank you to our $5 patrons: Midnight Lord 21, Kevin Encarnacion, Sean, Igneel Lind, and A+A. And I'd like to give a thank you to our $7 members, Fine and Austin Wimberly, A Uchiha, along with Yuki Ally. And I'd like to give a big ol' thank you to our $10 members, Robbie Uchiha, Jay Warrior, and AZ Void. And I'd like to give a thank you to our $10 patrons, Overlord Zero, Joaquin Munoz, and Idem Okami. And I'd like to give a final, giga, legendary, superhuman, beyond the bounds of reality thank you to our That Guy with a Pencil tier patron. Okay. Calvin Elder.